Just in time for the release of Toy Story 4 this June, Disney will release the original Toy Story trilogy on 4K ultra high definition. In this video, I'll go over the details of all the versions you can expect to find across the US and select international regions, and when you can expect to find them in store. As always, I will leave affiliate links down below in the description and the comments if you'd like to purchase the movies from Amazon. All these editions will be region free, so if you're in the market to import anything you see on this video, you'll be able to play it no matter what region you are in. In the US and Canada, the first 3 Toy Story movies will be released individually on June 4, 2019, about 3 weeks before the new installment hits cinemas. The films will jump onto 4K ultra high definition as ultimate collector's editions. Toy Story 1 and 2 will come as 4K plus Blu-ray plus digital code sets, while Toy Story 3 will come as a 4K plus 2x Blu-ray plus digital code set. All 3 movies feature brand new colourful artwork featuring the key character from each film. I'm not incredibly sure how I feel about the artwork on these. They do look really nice as a set, but I've never really been a fan of these animated re-releases with big head images of a single character. I also know that even though there is a great consistency here across the 3 movies, once Toy Story 4 hits the format, all bets are off. It's going to have a completely different template and likely just feature the movie's poster artwork. Additionally, Best Buy will offer exclusive steelbook editions of all 3 movies, also containing the 4K plus Blu-ray plus digital code. The steelbooks will feature brand new, beautifully simplistic artwork on the front and back, with an image from an iconic scene from each respective film on the interiors. I really love these steels, and again, I think they make a really great set. However, don't expect Toy Story 4 to follow suit upon release. Regardless, these nice sets are a pretty great initiative for anyone who's on the fence about upgrading the films. Australia will receive releases of all 3 movies on June 5, 2019, though as always you should be able to find them in store at JB Hi-Fi 2 days earlier on June 3. In Australia, the movies will only be available as single 4K sets, omitting the respective Blu-ray discs from the original releases, and thus will be bundled with absolutely 0 special features. This is a terrible habit that Disney Australia has gotten into recently. First they strip back the digital codes, then they strip back the bonus Blu-ray discs, and now they strip back all Blu-ray discs on re-releases. It really makes these releases a harder pill to swallow unless you already own the previous Blu-rays and are simply in the market for a 4K upgrade, but I really think Disney should be rethinking their marketing strategy. I can imagine a whole lot of people are just gonna pass on these because they don't include the Blu-rays. Japan will also receive new releases of the movies on June 19, 2019, which, like the US, will come with the respective Blu-ray discs. Again, Toy Story 1 and 2 will be 4K plus Blu-ray sets, while Toy Story 3 will be a 4K plus 2x Blu-ray set. The Japanese releases feature a beautiful selection of artwork, as the Japanese releases usually do, and to be completely honest, I actually much prefer these over the cover art releasing in the US and Australia. It really is just a shame that it costs an arm and a leg to import anything from Japan. No releases have been announced for the UK market just yet, and sadly most Disney animated titles haven't been getting 4K releases there. However, I am hoping for some kind of 3 or 4 movie 4K box set to drop soon, much like their recent slate of Marvel Trilogy sets, which are unavailable in the US. Unfortunately, these Toy Story sets won't come with any new special features, which is always the case with Disney re-releases. However, in the US and Japan at least, they will be bundled with the hours of special features that were included on the original Blu-ray releases, as it appears the Blu-ray discs will be simple ports of the original discs. These original features include the usual plethora of Pixar offerings, including audio and visual commentaries, behind-the-scenes featurettes, filmmaker and artist profiles, short films, deleted scenes, gag reels, and artwork and publicity galleries. The Toy Story trilogy will feature brand new 4K presentations with HDR coloring and Dolby Atmos and Dolby True HD 7.1 audio tracks. The first 2 Toy Story movies have only featured 5.1 audio tracks on Blu-ray in the past, so these should hopefully be a real treat. I've been a little touch and go with computer animation on the 4K format so far. Most animated titles look so fantastic on standard Blu-ray that there's almost very little room for improvement on the 4K discs. Some of Disney's recent animated 4Ks, such as Incredibles Incredibles 2, Coco, and Cars 3 have offered a very small uptick in fine detailing, but have presented some pretty excellent vibrant colours and deep black levels. The first two Toy Story movies have some fairly dated animation compared to today's films, and have a fairly primitive digital source. Toy Story 3 on the other hand still holds up very well, and is sourced from a 2K digital intermediate. That said, all three movies look incredible on Blu-ray as it is despite their age, and I am wondering how much more information can possibly be pulled out of them, especially considering they will be mere 4K upscales of the original remasters and not true 4K masters from the original source. I'm unsure which of the films will look better here, whether the first two will show even more improvement in their outdated animation, or if the third will look even more outstanding because of its newer animation. Whatever the case, I am kind of unsure that any of them will feature enormous upticks outside of some newfound vibrancy thanks to the HDR passes, given that this was the only major improvement on the 4K upscaled releases of The Incredibles and Wreck-It Ralph. As three of my favourite computer animated films of all time, I'm certainly interested to see how these pull up, and will definitely be grabbing copies of them at some point. And at that, it's over to you guys out there. Will you be picking up any of the Toy Story movies on 4K? If you are, which versions are you grabbing? Or are you just throwing these releases a huge hard pass? Fire away in the comments below and let me know your thoughts. If this is your first time viewing one of my videos, you like what you've seen, you'd like to see more like this in the future, then please don't forget to hit that big old subscribe button up on your screen right now, and also hit that like button down below if you're feeling extra generous. Also, don't forget to check out my many social media accounts, and please consider supporting me over on Patreon. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day.